So I almost got murdered 2 times in my life. So I almost got murdered two times in my life, and I'm gonna explain that in this video. So, uh, sorry, I'm getting sleepy. Um, in November of 2015, I so back then I carried a pocket knife everywhere I went. I don't know why. I just thought it was cool to carry a pocket knife in my pocket. I carried it everywhere I went. But one night I had this indwelling voice, like an urge to do something. It's the Holy Spirit's nudge, because I got saved in September 6th of 2014. This was November of 2015. And the Holy Spirit told me, Zach, take out your knife and leave it on the table. I was at my apartment back then. So, I mean, I carry that thing everywhere. And that night, I put it in my pocket, and I was going to I was going to go outside to take a walk. At like close to 10 o'clock p.m. Something told me to just, again, to take it out of my pocket and put it on the table. I did so. I went out without it. And I have a electric scooter. I hadn't used it for a couple years back then, so I wanted to test it out. So I charged it up the night before that, and I test drove it outside. Just took a stroll, just ended up riding it, and when I came back into the apartment's complex parking lot, somebody shoved me off of the scooter. I got shoved off of the scooter. My first impression was like, oh no, I hit a person. Somebody was there and I didn't look, because I was wearing a motorcycle helmet. Because I didn't have a helmet, but I had a motorcycle helmet. Not the one with a clear visor, not the tinted one. But, safety first. I'm glad too, because I got shoved off the scooter. And then when I stood up, this dude aimed a gun in my face. Yes, you heard that correctly. I had a gun aimed at my face. My motorcycle helmet, it was like probably like a 40-second encounter with the two robbers, but it felt like it was like 5 seconds, because your body goes in shock when you get a gun aimed at you. Your body goes into shock, like literally instantly. So as to this day, I don't remember taking my helmet off, but my helmet did come off. I did take off my helmet. I don't know for sure if it was me or the robber that took my helmet off, but I took it. It was on the ground, I believe. I wasn't wearing it anymore. I was when I got shoved off, but not, you know. And the guy got on his knees. He felt my pockets. And he held the gun to my appendix area, like to my where my liver is, like that. The barrel was in direct contact with my skin over my jacket. So yeah, I almost got shot. I was like, no, 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 no. And the guy told me to chill. He told me to chill. So he didn't want to cause me any harm. They needed money, probably drug addicts or alcoholics or something like that. How I know there was two robbers is because there was also one behind me, like kind of far behind me with his gun aimed at my head, the back of my head. And then they ran off. No harm, they didn't harm me or anything. They just ran off. But what do you think would have happened if I had taken that knife with me? Well, when God tells you to do something, if you don't do it, something terrible could happen. So, I could probably gotten stabbed with my own knife. All right, that's the first time I almost got murdered. First time I almost got murdered. Second time I almost got murdered as well was as weird as it sounds, it was also November of 2017. November 2015, I got robbed at gunpoint. November 2017, I also got robbed at gunpoint. I was severely wasted, drunk, intoxicated, and I just needed some fresh air. Yes, Christians make mistakes. I was struggling with alcoholism, and I fell into drunkenness. And I drank 750 ml bottles of wine, white wine, Pinot Grigio. And I was severely drunk, and I needed fresh air. And something told me, Zach, don't go outside right now. Don't go out. And guess what? I mean, I got my pants on. Because I was in my PJs. I got my pants on and my shoes on and locked up and went for a walk because I needed some fresh air. I was feeling sick a little bit, I guess, and I just need some fresh air. Well, this right here was like basically a quarter to midnight. This was even later than the first time. I took a walk down the sidewalk, and there was these two guys in the on the other side of the sidewalk. On the other sidewalk across from the one I was on, and they saw me, and they knew I was drunk, so I was definitely an easy target for them. And I turned around, and I started walking back to my apartment. They followed me, and then I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And I just sat down on the corner, because I was not going to let them follow me home. I wasn't going to allow them to follow me home. I was like, God's got it all taken care of. I mean, He's got my back. And so He did. These guys passed by me, and then they took out small guns, probably like this big, I'm guessing. And they were wearing black hoodies. The first time around, I believe these were the same guys. The first time around in November 2015, they were wearing bandanas on their face. Black hoodies with their hoods on and black bandanas. They were African American. I could tell because they were not wearing gloves. And also I saw this part right here in their forehead. And there was black. The other time, or the one that I'm talking about now, is the one in 2017. It was so dark out. It was so dark. I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but they were African American, and that makes them even harder to see when it's already very dark out. So I don't know what they look like. I noticed one of the guys had shoulder length blonde dreads. Skinny guys, probably about 5'11" and 6 feet tall, early 20s, maybe a little younger than that. Sad, actually. They weren't not old guys at all. I'm 30, and I'm probably like 7 years older than them or something. Um, but yeah, the one guy took out his gun, held it to the side of my neck, right here, and said, "Do you have any money? If you don't have anything that I want, I'm going to shoot you." And I didn't have anything they wanted. They didn't shoot me, but the guy did pistol whip me in the temple, right here, and that kind of hurt. It felt like getting smacked with something metal, because obviously it was a gun. It was metal, and for a whole week when I was eating, when you like this, your muscles touch your temple right here, and it felt like it was a bruise. So yeah, that's I almost got murdered 2 times, but by the grace and the mercy of God, I am still alive. So I hope you guys enjoy these 2 testimonies of me being robbed at gunpoint.